So our customer asked if he could have the Cheaney Tweed made in a tan and heavily burnished, and this is what they've sent us. So this is the extra wide. It's a G fitting. He's had it made on the extra wide last, and the tan, burnished tan with the day-night sole and speed ups on the top, blue, dark blue lining, blue pull tabs. What a beautiful boot. So this is custom made. You obviously can get this in the other colour, which is the tweed. It will come to me. It will come to me. The colour is just like a reddy brown. Anybody who knows will be screaming that at me now. What colour it is? It's oh my word! I'm not doing this video again. This is it. This is a done deal. Beautiful pair of boots. I'm going to go back in the shop and find out what that colour is. Just what's the colour that they make this in normally? This colour here, this dark leaf, damn, dark leaf. That's the
an almond grain.
Almond grain, but only in F fitting.
Yes.
So that's where ours sits in the range now. Yep, G fitting and in the tan, which looks so much better outside. Yeah, dark leaf, that's a bugger. And I'm just going to answer some messages on the phone here that you've sent in. A chap's asking about some sanders, high top sanders, chucker boots. Can we resole them? I'm not really sure. Sometimes when they've got a crepe bottom on them, the sanders with a really deep sole, they put a crepe liner all the way around, and we can't reproduce that. But if you send us some pictures to the email address, it's on our website, we'll have a look at that for you and just see if there's anything that we can do or anything that we can recommend. Not boring at all, this problem. I have problems with my feet. Yeah, a chap here saying that Saphir makes some really good insoles with some good arch support. If you've got shoes that are a little bit too big, sometimes putting an insole in, it really does help. Another chap here saying that he has problems with his feet again. Paul Stevenson, and he's just saying that if the sizes are wrong and the fitting's wrong, just play about with some insoles. You can actually, whether it be your training shoes, your hiking boots or whatever, usually they will have an insole in those that will come out, and you can cut anything up. Bit of cardboard, cut pieces of cardboard up, put them inside, take up a bit of room, see if it feels better. If it does, you can swap that cardboard for some leather. You can leave that cardboard in. Remember, you can also cut the cardboard in half so that you're lifting the sole of your foot without lifting the heel, because a problem can be your heel cup on your shoe and your heel has to fit in there. If you start putting too many insoles in at the back where your heel is, you start lifting the ball of your heel out and there's nothing to grip and your shoes start slobbing. We've also got a question on here about, should I buy my loafers half a size smaller? Well, the problem there is in the length. If your toes are touching the end, it'll drive you mad. If you could get them in an F fitting instead of a G fitting or something, and they're a little bit snugger in the width, definitely. But loafers can be a problem if you do not get the right size. I don't know how people buy loafers online. You've got to try them on. Once you know the brand and you know your fitting, you should be fine. But it is a problem. You've got to get them snug, otherwise your heel is slipping about at the back and it's a nightmare for you. That boot that we did in the video, the Timberland, and people put in there, you know, is it worth doing, is it not worth doing, and then somebody else put after that and they said the boots sometimes mean something to you, and it's nice to have them repaired irrespective of the cost. That's right, it is, but sometimes it goes a little bit too far, and for us to make it work, that repair, doing the full repair that we did, and we started off round about the going to be £100, £120 mark, but then we ended up just knocking out the park with all the full leather inside and making the welt and the midsole and everything, and that repair ended up getting close to the £200 mark. Now that's absolutely fine, but with £200 and then you've got the VAT on there as well, before you know it you've spent a lot of money, and then we're posting them back out to you. So be sure, we're always happy for you to send us some pictures of your boots, and we can come back to you with an idea of the cheaper repair or doing a full repair like we did on those Timberlands. But it is an expensive repair. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into doing some of these repairs. Okay, and then we've got one here from another random YouTuber, and he says he enjoys watching the videos, seeing some of the American cobblers, and likes the videos. And do you know what? I like doing them. I like doing the videos. I'm really passionate about doing these videos and showing you what we're doing. And it's only the fact that we're so busy that I'm not ramming one at you every day. I think it's great that we've got a lovely big following, and people are enjoying watching them. Like I say, over 100,000 views a month on here. A chap saying a Caterpillar Colorados. Now, when you Google a Caterpillar Colorado, about £140 for a pair of them. If you've got an old pair and you want them restoring, we can do, and we can do, you know, a cheaper repair where we just stitch on a micro midsole and then straight to that Bondi unit, or you can go down the route of having them with the welt on, and it did look nice with that welt stitch around the outside and everything. But by the time we'd finished that repair, we were on, like I say, to some big money, and then plus a VAT. So you've got to weigh that up against the price of a new pair and being a bit sensible. You can always put some plants in them and set them in the garden, and then you've still got your boots and you're using them. Okay, so we've got another message here from Harmons of Ellie, and is just asking about the Cheaney with the fur lining inside, the shearling lining, and is this better than the Tricker Stow that I had on? The Tricker Stow's got a really lovely thick lining on it, and it just feels lovely inside. However, this here with the shearling on, this Scot, I mean, that's got to be nice. It's got to be good, and it surely has got to be warm. I don't know though. I can't tell you truthfully because I don't know. I haven't worn a pair of these. I haven't had much to do with them really. I've seen them when they're years and years old, and that lining has flattened out a little bit. If you want to get in touch with us and you want a pair of these, I will do you a pair of these at cost price, and you can do us a review on it, and you can come back and tell us and our listeners if it is good and better than the just the lining. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can do that, and we will see if we can subsidise you into a pair of these and do a nice write-up or a review of them, and see what we think. So that's the Scot, that's the boot. I don't know if it's better, but you know, it does feel really nice, and I'm sure it is nice and warm when you're wearing it. Somebody's asking about the glue that we're using in one of them. I put some glue in a syringe, and it was just a nice way of sending somebody a little bit of glue. Glue is a neoprene glue, and it's suitable for leather and it's suitable for rubber, but it's not suitable for plastic. There is another glue suitable for plastic, and we're actually going to do a video on the glues, all about the glues. It's very, very important part of the shoe repair process is getting the right glues, preparing the two surfaces that you're going to stick them together with, and what we have is the open time on them, and then the reactivation time on them, and getting your solution in right is brilliant, because you need to stick your rubber sole to a rubber sole, not your rubber sole to a layer of jam that's on the leather sole. So it's really important. I got all the glues out and everything to start talking a little bit about the glues, but we think there's a video to be had there showing you the glues and the primers that we use and why we have to use different glues and primers. And you do see some shoes that have been stuck together and they fall apart, and and it's just where the glues have not been used quite right. So anyway, that's answering a few of these questions for you. Keep them coming, fabulous, and don't forget to subscribe. We keep saying in the videos we have 110,000 views a month, but only 4,500 subscribers. So subscribe if you can. We won't keep pinging you and notifying you and stuff like that. You just get one little notification when we put a new video out. Cheers.